This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final. Wait a minute. First Lieutenant, what are you doing? Well, I thought I'd do the introduction this time. You did it last night for Harry. Well, all right then. Continue. As I was saying, this is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley, brought to you by and presented by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the biggest, massive Sporty balls on a Saturday night, except in Alabama, here's our host, Steve the Baxman Baxley. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Jimmy. How you doing, everybody? Again, we must explain. Harry is not with us today. He wasn't with us yesterday. He is recuperating from a little visit to the hospital. We told you about it yesterday, and we have some good news. He's doing well. He should be back with us in 2 weeks, at least we hope. Just rest up, my friend. You are missed, but we got some good folks pitching in. And Franklin Pangborn should be back to do his part tomorrow. Or is he on? No, tomorrow he'll be here. Okay, thank you, guys. Guys in the control room giving me this stretch. So we do. Okay, thank you, First Lieutenant Jimmy. Say hello to the General. And we are about ready to give it to you straight. We got some big, oh boy. What a night. What a day. Oh boy. Oh boy. Crazy it was tonight. If anyone ever thought that this Saturday will be normal, and just a moment here, we happen I can't do this without three. I know a newspaper, but I got to have three sources before we put this on air or online. But I'll report it. But okay, we're sort of interrupted here. There is a news bulletin, and we don't do news here on a sportscast, but for this, we do. There are reports, unconfirmed reports. This was in the San Francisco Chronicle on their sanfranciscochronicle.com that Dog the Bounty Hunter has apparently captured Brian Laundrie alive. Repeating, this is an unconfirmed report. We've only got one reliable source, the San Francisco Chronicle. We are waiting for two more reliable sources before this goes anywhere else. But once again, reportedly, we'll use this term reportedly. There are reports out, unconfirmed, that Dog the Bounty Hunter has captured Brian Laundrie alive. This is from the San Francisco Chronicle. If we get two more pieces of information, if one of them just happened, either one are reliable, or we hear from the police, we will let you know before we go off the air. But once again, there are reports that Brian Laundrie has been captured by Dog the Bounty Hunter. He is alive. And we hope to have more information for you before we go off the air. But if not, look at Fox News Channel or your local television news stations around America. We now resume our sportscast because, man, oh man, Shevitz, this has been a very big Sporty balls-filled night of NCAA action, and a shocker to believe Right now, we're going to give you that shocker and a whole lot more. It's been a relatively bizarre night of action in the sports world. I gotta center myself. Well, it's not afternoon, it's evening. Thank you very little. Thank you very much. You want to go down? Thank you. Okay, for our lateness, but we want to thank Alabama and Texas A&M for putting us on midnight again. Tomorrow, tomorrow night we are definitely on midnight, at midnight. So let's get going with the college football scores. This is not the Prudential College Scoreboard. We are not sponsored by Prudential. For life, health, auto, and home, get a piece of the rock, Prudential Insurance. All right, let's rock this puppy to its floors with games that are still going on as we speak. 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the game. Tulsa leads Memphis 28-21. That game is on ESPN2. Hey, Mayor McCheese, how are you? Love some chocolate chip cookies right about now. 6:34 left to play. And number 25, San Diego State is leading New Mexico 31-7. 3:09 left to play before the halftime shotgun. Nevada leads New Mexico State 24-7. At the half, UCLA leads Arizona 14-13. That game on ESPN. New Mexico State are on CBS Sports Network. And New Mexico and San Diego State are on FS1. Now, let's go for the final scores. The Zips of Akron defeated Bowling Green 35-20. 17th ranked. By the way, were they unranked? Let's look. Yep, they were unranked. Number 17. Sorry for the uhs. Not supposed to do Number 17, Ole Miss downed number 13 ranked Arkansas by a score of 52-51. 17th ranked Ole Miss defeated 13th ranked Arkansas 52-51. That deserves a bell because it was a high score. Number 7, Ohio State. We'll see their ranking get up there. We'll tell you why in just a few moments. 7th ranked Ohio State beat Maryland 66-17. Number 11th ranked Michigan State handily gave Rutgers a spanking 31-13. Northern Illinois defeated Toledo 22-20. 6th ranked Oklahoma defeated 21 ranked Texas 55-48. Tennessee over South Carolina 45-20. 20th ranked Florida blanked Vanderbilt 42-0. Baylor over West Virginia 45-20. Georgia Tech over Duke 31-27. Final in overtime, Marshall over Old Dominion 20-13. Virginia over Louisville 34-33. Ball State over West Michigan 45-20. Boise State outclassed 10th ranked BYU 26-17. Central Michigan over Ohio 30-27. In the battle of initials, University of Alabama Birmingham outlasted Florida Atlantic 31-14. Florida State defeated North Carolina 35-25. Eastern Michigan, a 1-point victory over Miami of Ohio 13-12. Liberty got justice 41-13 over Middle Tennessee. Colorado State over San Jose State 32-14. 24th ranked SMU down to Navy 31-24. Massachusetts over Connecticut 27-13. Number 2 ranked Georgia outlasted 18th ranked Auburn 34-10, and that ranking's going to be changed. You might be looking at a new number 1. 19th ranked Wake Forest over Syracuse 40-37. Wisconsin blanked Illinois 24-0. Missouri over North Texas, 48-35. Washington State over Oregon State, 31-24. Third-ranked Iowa downed fourth-ranked Penn State, 23-20. University of Central Florida outlasted East Carolina 20-16. Kent State bulldozed the Buffaloes 48-38. Troy over Georgia Southern 27-24. Final in 4 overtimes. Texas State and USA. Can we bop that so I can make sure I got that right? Thank you. Texas State over South Alabama Jaguars in a slobber knocker, 33-31. TCU over Texas Tech, 52-31. University of Texas San Antonio handily defeated Western Kentucky, 52-46. UTEP defeated Southern Mississippi, 26-13. Air Force barely escaped with their wings. They beat Wyoming 24-14. 16th ranked Kentucky over LSU 42-21 in a very close game that came down to a penalty on Nebraska. 9th ranked Michigan defeated Nebraska 32-29. 14th ranked Notre Dame over Virginia Tech 32-29. Georgia State over University of Louisiana Monroe, 55-21. Utah over USC, 42-26. Charlotte over Florida International, 45-33. 5th ranked Cincinnati over Temple, 52-3. There you go. 22nd ranked Arizona State over Stanford, 28-10. 15th ranked Coastal Carolina over Arkansas, 52-20. Houston over Tulane, 40-22, and a big, huge, ginormous upset as the student beat the teacher. The coach of Texas A&M, who was the assistant coach to Nick Saban in Alabama, he just pulled the biggest upset in SEC history. And the entire stadium went on the field. It'll cost them $250,000, but they can afford it. They upset, they annihilated number 1 Alabama 41-38. The crowd went out of the stands, which is a no-no under the SEC COVID rules, and they're still there. I'm hoping the CBS folks get out of there alive. But wow, tomorrow when we give you the top 25 AP college football poll, I'm going to predict Alabama 4th or 5th, and Ohio State could be in the top 4. Michigan and Michigan State, boy, that game is going to be interesting if they could win 2 more weeks. If they stay undefeated. Anyway, let's just see something here. What does Michigan and Michigan State have? Michigan State plays Indiana next Saturday, the 16th. And Michigan, where are you, Michigan? Michigan. Where are you? Oh, does Michigan have a bye this week? I think so. Yeah, Michigan does have a bye this week. So Michigan State, you got the field all to yourself. I don't see Michigan playing this week. So Michigan State has the Michigan fan base all to themselves this week. Michigan has has this Saturday off. Okay. So here we go, kids. That was not the Prudential College Football Scoreboard, brought to you by Prudential for our life, health, auto, and home insurance. Grab a piece of the rock, Prudential Insurance. Okay, let's do some playoffs. The National League Division Series. Can we do this? Let's do that. Come on, guys. We don't need um boy oh boy, come on. No, we can't do that. All right, we'll just do it like this then. Come on. Okay, we'll go to the NBA. By the way, all of the scores are presented by Caesars Sportsbook. Remember, we are all Caesars. In the NBA, final scores: Knicks over the Wizards, 117-99. Celtics over the Raptors in a close one, 113-111. Hawks over the Grizzlies, Hawks over the Grizzlies, 91-87. That's it for that. Let's go to there we go. Let's go to the play the National League's day all by themselves. All right. In game 2 of the National League Division Series, the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th lead the San Francisco Giants 9-2 if this game holds, and the Dodgers and Giants will have a 1-1 tie in the series. Meanwhile, there is already a 1-1 tie in the series, the other National League Division Series. Braves over the Brewers, 3-0. Let's first go to Dodgers and Giants, complete the scorage. Well, we can't complete the scorage. They're still playing 9-2. Dodgers leading the Giants. But we can give you the Braves and Brewers line score. 3-7-0 for the Braves, 0-6-0 for the Brewers. Winning pitcher was Fried. He's 1-0. Woodruff gets the loss. He's 0-1. And Smith got the first save. Okay, we've done the NBA. Let's go now to the NHL. There was a lot of games being played. Let's give them to you. And right now, we're at the second intermission. Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and the Los Angeles Kings are tied at 2 after 2. Final scores: Buffalo Sabres beat up the Detroit Red Wings 3-1. Nashville Predators over the Carolina Hurricane 4-3. Tampa Bay Lightning, the defending Stanley Cup champions, continue to in the preseason. They beat the Florida Panthers by a score of 4-2. Colorado over the Dallas Stars 4-2. Finals in overtime. We got some more finals. Let's go to it. Final in overtime, New York Rangers over the New York Islanders 5-4. Maple Leafs over the Senators 4-1. In overtime, Penguins over the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3. San Jose Sharks blanked the Vegas Golden Knights 4-0. Linda Steele's Chicago Blackhawks over the Minnesota Wild 5-1. The Edmonton Oilers defeat the Vancouver Canucks, or as we Three Stooges fans like to call them, the Canucks. Nuck. Nuck. 3-2 Oilers Canucks. And that is your NHL scoreboard right there. Let's get you some headlines. We're 16 minutes after midnight Eastern. And incredible. Let's take you to Major League Baseball. The Braves defeated the Milwaukee Brewers 3-0 on Saturday in Game 2 of the National League Division Series. The Braves and viewers, the Braves and the Brewers are now tied at 1 game each in the best-of-5 series, which will take Sunday off for travel purposes and, frankly, of course, the National Football League. They will reconvene in Atlanta on Monday. The biggest story in Game 2 was the performance of Atlanta starter Max Fried. Lefty, in just his fifth career postseason start, stymied the Brewers over the course of 6 shutout innings. He allowed 3 hits, no walks, struck out 9 of the 21 batters he faced. Fried relied mostly on 3 pitches over the course of the game. His mid-90s fastball, slider, and signature curveball. Fried coerced whiffs on 12 of 38 swings, with his fastball and slider combining to account for 10 of those. All told, the Brewers posted an average exit velocity of 83 miles per hour against him. The lowest among qualified pitchers this season was 84.6, belonging to Philadelphia Phillies ace Zach Wheeler. Manager Brian Snitker, perhaps stinging from leaving Charlie Morton in too long in Game 1, then lifted Fried in the top of the 7th in favor of pinch hitter Jock Pederson. Atlanta's bullpen provide plenty moments of drama, with Tyler breaking ball having to escape jams in the 7th and where do we go? In the 7th and 8th innings, Will Smith then escaped a jam in the 9th after putting the first 2 runners on base. The Braves were able to keep the Brewers off the board, however, preventing a slew of second guessing about whether or not Snitker pulled Fried too early. Other takeaways: Atlanta's bats were by and large quiet in their Game 1 loss, recording just 1 run on 4 hits. Braves didn't enjoy an offensive outburst in Game 2 either, but they did provide enough to squeak out the win, and by they, we mean the Braves' top offensive stars. First baseman Freddie Freeman opened the scoring in the 3rd inning with a single to right that plated Jorge Soler. Freeman then scored on a double by second baseman Ozzie Albies, giving Atlanta an early 2-0 lead. That would be all either side could muster until the 6th, when third baseman Austin Riley uncorked a solo shot. The Braves had 7 hits on the evening. 5 were notched by the top 4 hitters in the lineup. Atlanta will undoubtedly want more in Game 3, but it was enough to secure the win on Saturday. Now, Brewers shortstop Willie Adams made his presence felt only 3 batters into Game 3. Ozzie Albies popped up a Brandon Woodruff fastball in foul territory in the 1st inning, and Adams ranged all the way over to make a spectacular catch over-the-shoulder catch near the top. Adams did well to track the ball, though it looked like he just flung his glove out the last second and the ball found it. The ball caught him as much as he caught the ball. It's better to be lucky than good. It is now the NLDS, a best of 3. Brewers and Braves are tied at a game apiece, heading back to Truist Park in Atlanta at 51-30. The Brewers had one of the game's best road records this season. The Braves, meanwhile, were merely a tick better than 500 at home, 48-38. Ian Anderson will get the ball for Atlanta. He was very strong in his only regular season start against the Brewers, allowing only 1 run in 6 innings. The Brewers haven't yet announced their Game 3 starter, though it will likely be right-hander Freddie Peralta, 10-5, 281 ERA, over lefty Eric Lauer. Game 3 is Monday. Catch it on the BS, known as TBS. All right. In college basketball. Gonzaga coach Mark Few has been suspended by the university for 2 preseason exhibition games. The team's season opener versus Dixie State and Saturday's craziness at the Kennel preseason Midnight Madness style event following his arrest for DUI last month. Few announced his punishment in a statement released by Gonzaga on Saturday morning. More college football, and let's talk about it. It's going to be talked about everywhere else, so you might as well talk about it here. Week to remember, Alabama, not to bury them. Texas A&M pulled off the grandest of all upsets since Auburn beat Alabama long ago. Or was that Clemson? I think it was Clemson that beat Alabama. Either one. Let's explain. It was indeed one for a history book Saturday night as it took down number one Alabama 41-38 and found in front of 106,815 fans, the second largest crowd in Kyle Field history. The outcome marked Alabama coach Nick Saban's first career loss to one of his former assistants, as Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher delivered on his May vow to the Houston Touchdown Club that the Aggies would beat the Crimson Tide under Saban. A last-second 28-yard field goal by Seth Small cemented the outcome, but it was quarterback Zach Calzazda, who was Texas A&M's hero. Calzazda led the Aggies on their game-winning drive after suffering an apparent injury while throwing the game-tying touchdown on the team's prior possession. The redshirt sophomore turned in what amounted to a legendary performance after his play was heavily scrutinized in his first three starts following an injury to the team's original starting quarterback, Haynes King. Calzazda completed 21 of 31 passes for 285 yards with 3 touchdowns and an interception. The loss is Alabama's first to an unranked opponent since 2007, which was Saban's first season leading the program. Crimson Tide entered as 17.5-point favorites, but were in trouble from the jump as Texas A&M opened up a 20-10 halftime lead behind rejuvenated offensive attack. From there, it was a matter of holding on for dear life and rallying late despite seeing the lead slip away with 5 minutes to play. The Aggies scored the final 10 points to improve to 4-2, 1-2 in the SEC with the victory. And what a way to go. The rule of the SEC is that none of the crowds at the home games can take to the field after the game is over. Well, Texas A&M's crowd of over 100,000 cascaded down to the field, which will definitely cost $250,000 that Texas A&M will gladly pay the SEC. All right. This is incredible. Number 9, Michigan escaped Lincoln, Nebraska with a 32-29 victory over Nebraska on Saturday after a heads-up play from Michigan defensive back Brad Hawkins and yet another mental mistake from Nebraska. Oy. The Cornhuskers faced 3rd and 1, tied at 29, just needed to hold on to the ball to either force overtime or put together a game-winning drive. Quarterback Adrian Martinez held the ball and ran up the middle for a first down, but instead of going down, Martinez kept driving his legs for more yardage. Hawkins proceeded to enter the scrum and pull the ball right from Martinez's hands, a worst-case scenario for Nebraska as it tried to complete its upset bid. Nebraska's defense did its part, driving the Wolverines back just 3 yards, but Jake Moody, the Michigan kicker, nailed a 39-yard go-ahead field goal. Martinez completed a 25-yard pass to Samori Tori on the first play of potential game-tying drive, but the march stalled and Nebraska turned it over on downs. Nebraska coach Scott Frost moved to 0-10 against ranked opponents following the loss, and he might just as well get his resume updated. The loss was made even more frustrating by the odds Nebraska overcame just into the game. The Cornhuskers trailed 13-0 at the halftime, but scored 22 points in the third to take the lead. However, costly mistakes left Nebraska without a much-needed signature victory. Michigan running back Hassan Haskins had a strong day, 21 carries, 123 yards rushing, and 2 scores in the victory, while Wolverines quarterback Cade McNamara threw for 255 yards. Martinez threw for 291, rushed for 38, and posted 4 touchdowns, all after halftime, but his 2 turnovers were costly. The Wolverines moved to 6-0 and faced their first-ranked opponent at the end of the month. Nebraska moved to 3-4 with all 4 of its losses having been by 1 score. Michigan gets a deserved break. All right. Let's go to the NFL. Then we'll get you a little surprise present. I hope we can do it. We have heard that the San Francisco 49ers have placed George Kittle on injured reserve, downgrading his status from doubtful to out for Sunday's showdown with the Arizona Cardinals. He will miss at least the next 3 games with a calf injury, as the 49ers felt he could be dealing with the injury throughout the year. With Kittle on injured reserve, the 49ers are giving him the time to heal and get to 100% for the second half of the season. Kittle has 19 catches and 277 yards, about 12 yards per catch, actually 11 points, with 0 touchdowns this season. He's 4th among tight ends in receiving yards and 5th in receptions. He is one of the best tight ends in the NFL when healthy, but he missed 8 games last season and will miss here. Since the start of the 2018 season, Kittle ranks 3rd amongst tight ends in receptions, 242nd in receiving yards with 3,291, and 1st in yards per target, 9.85 among players with 100-plus targets. And you could say, wow, indeed, totally wow. Do we have something? Okay, folks, we're going to try this, and I'm going to have to silence the prerogative here for just a moment. We're going to try this. We did it last year. Hope we can do it this year, but it is time to wrap for rapping with the rabbi. And for God's sakes, I hope I can do this properly here. This will be the first chance I get with the new microphone. I know the speakers here are down here. So let's see, where are they? Where are the speakers? Okay, well, there we are. I think they're right there. Let's go for it. We got the sign made up, and hopefully we got this. I say hopefully we got this. I say a lot of things hope we got. This is but one of them. So, what the heck? Oh, let's go there, huh? Okay, thank you. Well, it worked. Okay, wish us luck, because it's time for Rapping with the Rabbi. Please let it work. Whoa. Football League headquarters in Rome, Italy, and find out what's Rapping with the Rabbi. Brought to you by the L2C Media Network. Now live from our little studios inside the Vatican Football League. Here's our host, Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman. Thank you very much, Baxman. I miss Harold, but I understand he is ill, so we wish you kavanyis kimondet yindishkonke. What does that mean? That means good health, good life. Get your ass back to work. Okay, let's get down to the Sunday brass tactics. By the way, you got my record for last week, game 4 or week 4? Yes, I do, Rabbi, and you have once again gone 9-7, which means that after 64 games, you are at 35-29 and at 546%, or for those that believe in the percentages, you're at 55%. That is not bad. I like that. I like that a lot. But you can do better, and course, I did win the Thursday game between the Rams and the Seahawks. That's right, you did. And I am very proud. So right now, that's one. But we got a tricky one coming now as we enter the 5th week. No buys yet. It's a Fox doubleheader. But, and do we happen to have the scream sound effect there in the control room in Jackson? Can I hear the scream, please? One more time, please. Your scream is definitely getting forgotten. There. Rapping scream. That's what we need. That's right, folks. Tonight, the Sunday game, 9:30 in the morning. It's the New York Jets versus the Atlanta Falcons in London, England. I am predicting the Atlanta Falcons will beat the New York Jets 32-21, Atlanta by 11. To the regular games. No, that's a regular game, but it's in London, so that's an irregular. I personally would have went for an extra large. The Fox 1 p.m. games, Green Bay Packers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Green Bay is coming back alive on this, you might as well say it, the farewell tour for Aaron Rodgers, the anointed one. Who in the hell anointed him? Anyway, I'm giving Green Bay the points, 29-21 over Cincinnati, Green Bay by 8. Philadelphia Eagles at the Carolina Panthers, sweet home Carolina, bump, bump, bump. Carolina to defeat Philadelphia 36-21. Carolina by 15. Denver Broncos at Pittsburgh Steelers. What has happened to the Fakakta Pittsburgh Steelers backsman? You had this Big Ben Roethlisberger. He was doing pretty good for the years that he has been a Steeler, but now he's a pussycat. Has the Steel Man gone rusty? Well, again this week, he has. Denver 31, Pittsburgh 27, Denver by 6. Do I have to predict this one? Yeah, I guess you got to. Okay, backsman. The Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions need a miracle. I don't even think our friend the Pope would give them a miracle. And as you said so eloquently last week, there's no way the Fords will sell the team because they would have to get rid of, what's that for cocktail word you use? They would lose their cachet. What? How did they say? Cachet? Well, the losing continues. Minnesota to win. 27-17, Minnesota by 10. The 4:25 Fox games. The New York Giants taking on that lovely team, the Dallas Cowboys. I will state once more, the Cowboys, this could be their season. I'm predicting them 21-10 over the Giants, Dallas by 11. Yeah, he had a little country twang there. I'd watch that if you were you, or if I were you, or whatever that words are. San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are on a roll, and they're going to be on that roll all the way to the Super Bowl. Arizona 26, San Francisco 14, Arizona by 12. The CBS games at 1 p.m. Sunday, Miami Dolphins at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. Tampa Bay 27, Miami 21, the Mashugana Bucks by 6. New Orleans Saints at Washington. When are they going to name the damn team? I swear to you, I have said novenas. I have said 1,000 Hail Marys. And I have also sent the Washington folk, the owners, I have sent them a beautiful FTD floral bouquet. Why have they not gotten the message? Name your fakakta team, gosh dog it! Anyway, I have ranted. Now I must pay for my penance for that is to take the Saints 21-13 over Washington, New Orleans by 8. The New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans. The Lord has performed many miracles. This time he has blessed Belichick with a win. 27-14, New England over Houston, New England by 13. Somebody wrote New Orleans. Somebody's going to get in trouble. Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oi, oi, oi. Who in the hell is this fakakta coach? What's his name? He used to coach Ohio State before he got fired, and then he's working for Fox, and now he's back in the coaching the pros. And what does he do? He gets himself in trouble in a bar, having an unknown woman give him a lap dance. Not good, Urban Meyer. Not good. It's a distraction, but it might just work for your team. Give me Jacksonville 21-17. Jacksonville by 4 over Tennessee. The Chicago Bears, Las Vegas Raiders, 405. I'm giving the Vegas folks a little thrill. 27-17, Las Vegas by 10. Cleveland Browns at the LA Chargers. I'm giving the Chargers an extra jolt. 28-14 over Cleveland. Chargers by 14. The Sunday night disaster area, as we like to call it, NBC Sunday night, almost said Saturday night. Oy, the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oy, you're nuts. You got to go with Kansas City. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rabbi, thou shalt not do. Oh, yes, my apologies if I offend anyone with my picks or my impressions. That's your line. Kansas City 32, Buffalo 17, KC and the Sunshine Band roll on by 15. And the Monday night game, which will not feature the Manning brothers. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but in this case, it's a Monday nightmare. Give me Baltimore 21-17 over Indianapolis, Baltimore by 4. And let's hope by about week 7. I'm nearing 60. I like to be 60% right when we hit week 7. It's a slow process. Last year, we weren't doing so good. This year, we're coming back. And speaking of coming back, may you come back here next week for another edition of Rapping with the Rabbi. I'm Monsignor Rabbi, and you folks keep forgetting to introduce me as that. I am Monsignor Rabbi Hiram Shucky Fleischman, the commissioner and substitute referee of the Vatican Football League. This has been Rapping with the Rabbi. Why am I doing the end tag? Because my friend Harry is sick, so Harry, this is for you. Keep on playing. Arrivederci, adios, aloha, and l'chaim. Okay, we will repeat the predictions of the rabbi, and we'll try hard to get a better sound system for the predictions. But we will repeat them for you in case you didn't get a chance to hear them. And again, the apologies and everything else. So, how are you? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's update the situation now with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Act 3. Audience vomiting in their seats. So let's get to it. We got the card and everything already. In the case, let's boogie. And it's all over. So let's review the entire card. Not even doing in one of my better voices besides mine. Okay, we Hernandez defeating Julian Williams via split decision. The judges gave it 94-96, 96-94, 97-93. Hey! Edgar Berlanga defeated Marcelo Cosieres via unanimous decision. 96-93, 96-93, 96-93. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Jared Anderson defeated Vladimir Tereskin via second round TKO. Robert Helenius defeated Adam Kolnacki via sixth round TKO. And Frank Sanchez defeated F.A. Agagba via unanimous decision. This program also teaches 97 92, 98 91, 98 91, Sut Hike Hey. And finally, Tyson Fury has defeated Deontay Wilder via 11th round TKO. The scorecard went 96 for Fury, 90 for Wilder with the technical knockout. In fact, Fury won 8 of the 10.5 rounds, while Wilder won only 2 of the 10.5 rounds. And I say half rounds because they stopped at the 11th and it was still going. So time stopped. That's right. And we're trying to pin down the exact timeage of the bout. Let's bring up. Thank you very much. We're bringing it up. Yay. Okay, well, it is over, but the shouting, the Dodgers. Now we can get. Can we do it? Okay. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder met for a third time Saturday night, this time with Fury in the role of champion and Wilder looking to avenge his sole career loss. Fight took place at the Las Vegas T-Mobile Arena. He scored a seventh round. Fury scored a seventh round TKO win in the 2020 February rematch, following through on his vow to knock out Wilder after battling to a draw in December 2018. Wilder has insisted the result of the rematch was caused by everything from his father potentially being drugged, his corner conspiring against him, and Fury using performance-enhancing drugs and loading his gloves. After battling through arbitration, Wilder now got the opportunity to try and right what he feels was the ultimate wrong. And it is now it's now done. It has been settled. Tyson Fury is the best. The best. Okay, let's give you an update, and then we'll give you the rundown of who the rabbi predicted, in case you didn't hear it. We're trying desperately. We're trying some new things here with our new with our new toy, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I just hope it did. This is the first time we've ever tried it. But if it didn't, we will definitely try a louder speaker. Okay. Let's go international now and give you some scores from soccer. Some international soccer action. In European World Cup qualifying, Republic of Ireland defeated Azerbaijan 3-0. Over Luxembourg 1-0. Greece over Georgia 2-0. Sweden over Kosovo 3-0. Lithuania over Bulgaria 3-1. Switzerland over Northern Ireland 2-0. Bosnia-Herzegovina over Kazakhstan 2-0. Ukraine over Finland 2-1. Scotland over Israel 3-2. Austria over Faroe Islands 2-0. Denmark over Moldova 4-0. England over Andorra 5-0. Sam, wrong Andorra. Albania over Hungary, 1-0. Poland over San Marino, 5-0. International friendlies, Portugal over Qatar, 3-0. FA Women's Super League, Manchester and Manchester United, Manchester City, tied at 2. Okay. Let's World Cup qualifying in Africa. South Africa over Ethiopia, 3-1. Ghana over Zimbabwe, 3-1. Togo over Congo, 1-up. Senegal over Namibia, 4-1. Guinea and Sudan tied at 2. Morocco over Guinea-Bissau, 3-0. FA Trophy. Went Norwich and Marine tied at 1, but Marine won 4-1 on penalty kicks. Sudbury and Crave Valley Paper Mill blanked at 0, but Sudbury won on penalties 3-2. Tutton over Barnstaple, 6-0. Uxbridge, that's UX Bridge, over Eveleigh, 2-1. Aylesbury United and Chipstead 1-1 tie. Chipstead won 4-2 on penalties. Barton Rovers lost to Berkhamsted 2-0. Bedfont Sports over Romford, 3-1. Bedford Town over Cambridge City, 5-0. Bracknell Town over Hertford Town, 3-2. Birdlington Town and Sheffield tied at 3. Birdlington Town pooped on Sheffield to win 5-4 on penalties. And the rest is on Gilligan's Island. Let's go for the little wrap up here. Major League Soccer, New York Red Bulls beat Inter Miami 1-0. Okay. Let's get some media reportage if we can. And we will, and we are, and we shall. Let's do this, puppy, shall we? Okay. Well, it looks like the Florida Marlins next year will have a new voice. With the Major League Baseball closed for teams that didn't make the postseason, some broadcasting shakeup news. Bally Sports Florida's analyst Todd Hollinsworth, who's been the Miami analyst for the last 5 seasons. That news comes via the Miami Herald's Barry Jackson, who provided a ton of details on the impending search process. They will retain Paul Severino as the team's TV play-by-play voice. They are going to explore new candidates for the color analyst role. Hollinsworth started in the role back when the network was still part of the Fox Sports portfolio. He was also former Marlin. Hollinsworth played just 1 season for the franchise, but it was the 2003 World Series year, and if you want to be remembered long-term by a fan base, despite playing just 1 season, winning a title is a good way to do it. Jackson notes that there are several in-house candidates who might be considered for the role, although Bally Sports Florida misses a nationwide search. 6 possible internal candidates who already work for Bally: Tommy Hutton, Mr. Sanchez, Cliff Floyd, Jeff Nelson, Aaron Ciabia, and Kelly Sacto. Hutton, 75, was a Marlins TV analyst from 97 to 2015. Jackson also notes that the solution could be to bring on multiple analysts in a season-long rotation, something that is going on with Bally Sports Detroit. So we'll monitor that situation coming up. Okay. We got just one more segment. I'm going to make that segment fast. Then we will do a recap of the Rabbi's predictions. So here we go. Or you want to do that now? Okay, we'll do that now. Let's give you the Rabbi's picks one more time. If the voice didn't work and we wasted about 9 minutes. We'll do it this way. And I'll try not to do the ums. NFL Network, 9:30 a.m. New York Jets versus the Atlanta Falcons in London. The rabbi says Atlanta 32-21. Atlanta by 11. Fox 1 p.m. games. The Packers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Rabbi picks the Packers 29-21. Green Bay by 8. Philadelphia Eagles, Carolina Panthers. Rabbi picks Carolina 36-21. Carolina by 15. Denver Broncos at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtains starting to rust even more. Rabbi picks Denver 31-27. Denver by 6. Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. The Rabbi's had enough of Detroit's losing, so he's picking Minnesota to win. 27-17, Mini by 10. The Fox 425ers are the Giants at Dallas. And the rabbi says Dallas 21-10 over the Giants. Dallas by 11. San Francisco at Arizona. Arizona, the rabbi says, is the blessed one. 26-14 over San Francisco. Arizona by 12. CBS's 1 p.m. games. Miami Dolphins at Tampa Bay. Rabbi picks Tampa Bay 27-21 over Miami. Tampa Bay by 6. New Orleans Saints at Washington. New Orleans, he says 21-13. New Orleans by 8. New England Patriots at Houston Texans. New England 27. Houston 14. New England by 27. Or New England by 13, sorry. Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars. The Ville to finally get a win for Urban Meyer. 21-17 over Tennessee. Jacksonville by 4. CBS 405, Chicago Bears, the Vegas Raiders give Vegas 27-17 win. Vegas by 10. Cleveland Browns at the LA Chargers. Chargers 28-14 over Cleveland. Chargers by 14. The Sunday night game has Kansas City at, Buffalo, Kansas City. Kansas City to beat Buffalo 32-17. So says the rabbi. Kansas City by 15. And the Monday night tilt without the Manning brothers has the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. And the rabbi picks Baltimore 21, Indianapolis 17, Baltimore by 4. There you go. Hi there. Okay. We are now going to our final segment. Let us give you that segment as we go to our conclusion, the International Sportscast. And for those of you that didn't hear the rabbi, my apologies. We'll try again next Saturday night. So let's see. Here we go. Nope. We got it right the first time. Thank you. Okay, we've done the, did we do the NBA? Yeah, we did. Okay. Thank you. In Italian basketball, Trento over Cremona, 84-68. Brindisi over Tortona, 87-78. In Spain, Juventud Badalona, 105. Manresa, 61. Unicaja, 72. Briogden, 64. San Pablo Burgos over Fuenlabrada, 96-91. Tenerife over Basket Zaragoza, 90-65. In Swedish hockey, Djurgårdens over Frölunda over Djurgårdens, 4-2. Farjestad over Bruyns, 5-2. Leksands over Timrå, 8-3. Luleå over Växjö, 3-2. Oxaram over Linkopings, 2-1. Rogel over Malmo, 2-1. Skellefteå over Örebro, 2-1. And right now, Los Angeles and Anaheim are going into overtime. They are tied 3-up. And we're hurrying up right now. Let's let's go to Japanese baseball, the Nippon Professional Baseball League, Hiroshima Carp over the Yomiuri Giants 7-1. Nippon Ham Fighters over the Chiba Lotte Marines 4-2. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the Cebu Lions 2-1. Shinichi Dragons over the Yokohama Bay Stars 4-2. Oric Buffaloes over the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 6-2. Hanshin Tigers over the Yakut Swallows 2-1. And the second inning, Hiroshima Carp and the Yomiuri Giants tied at 2. In South Korea, the Kia Tigers beat the Hanwha Eagles 6-4. LG Twins over the KT Wiz Swang 6-1. And the SSG Landers over the Lotte Giants 2-0. And we are 36 seconds. We're just going to go over. Once again, we will see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock, for after the first half as we review the games at the 1 p.m. games, the starters, and preview our Sunday and Monday night games, give you a little bit on the 4:05 and 4:25 games. And then at midnight or after the late, no, they're all off tomorrow. Okay. There's no baseball tomorrow, so we are on at 12 a.m. right after 2 podcast tapings. We will be on the air at midnight at the Oasis. We hope you'll tune in. We should have almost everything final. Until then, for First Lieutenant Jimmy, for the General Big Jimmy, Billy Bob Bo Schwartz, and our whole crew, Steve Baxley saying this has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions. We're getting a better speaker, so you can at least hear what we're doing. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports along with YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at midnight, everybody. Good night.